I'm back to Tell the Truth channel. Please like, share my content on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and what other content that y'all go on. I appreciate that very much. I am in Jesus and Jesus is in me. All right. I come in the behalf of the talk about my father and how he choose his people, like his star seeds, his workers, all of us. How he choose all of us. Now, my father don't choose. He didn't choose us because we had money, because we was poor, or you know, he don't choose people because of money. He don't choose people because you're poor. He don't choose people for he don't choose them for who they are. He choose them from their heart. That's what he does. He choose people from the heart, not for what they got, not for what they don't get, not for them because they smart or whatever. He don't choose people because of that. He choose people from their heart. You know, my father is a king. That's what he is. He's a king. And whoever he choose, he want his people to act like a king and a queen. That's why he sets up kings and queens to be together. And he don't pick people that do things that don't stand by his standards. It have to be in his standards, like how he want his people to be. He want his people to follow his ways. That means that he don't want his kings and queens out there doing things all willy-nilly. Like he don't want his kings and queens chasing after people. That's not what you do when you walk with God. You don't run after people. He don't like that. He don't want his kings and queens being hurt by people that's not going to treat them with respect. He don't want that for his kings and queens. So you have to carry yourself in according to God's ways. You have to do the things that God want you to do. You have to respect yourself as well as God, because that's what God is. God carry himself as a king, like I said, as a king. And if you watch him and watch how he walks like a king. That's how he walks. With his head hold up high, and people respect him for who he is. And he wants that for the king, for his kings and queens. So when they walk out there in the world, people will see them for who they are. They will know that they are chosen by the Lord for the way they carry themselves and the way that they light on them beams out there to people in the world, and they notice that light. you know so that's how he want his people to be. That's why when he choose people, he know what he's choosing. He don't want his people out there doing things all willy-nilly. He want them to have respect for themselves and have respect for other people. Like love people for who they are. Just like he loved people for who they are. That's how he is. And that's how he want his kings and queens to be, is to love people for who they is, regardless of what they go through or whatever. Love that person. Don't down that person. Don't, you know, look, don't think that you are better than other people. Love people for who they is, not what you see about them. Love these people as their character, what you see in them. inside of them, not what you see outside of them, what you see inside of the person. Love them for who they are, not what you see standing in front of you. That's how my Father is. That's how he wants his kings and queens to be. Not to be out there judging people and throwing stones at people. No, he don't want us. He don't want his kings and queens to do that. He want us to love everybody for who they is, regardless if they homeless, if they got money, if they got anything, whoever they are, love them for who they is, not what you see about them. Love them for who they is. And he always want us to help people regardless. If somebody come to you and they ask for your help, you help them regardless of who they is. Because you don't know nobody's situation in their lives. You don't know what they're going through. So that's why my Father, he choose people that's going to have a heart for people. That they're going to have a heart for people. Not going to judge people. Not going to throw stones at people. Going to love people for who they is. And when they see them in crisis, that they're going to help them out of their crisis. And don't judge them for what they're going through. Don't ask questions on why you went through this, why you look like that. No. He don't choose his people like that. He don't choose his people like that. He wants us to honor and love his people just like he honor and love us. And just as well as we honor and love him for who he is. That's how he is. He wants us to be respectable for how we carry ourselves and how we care about other people. Love them for who they are. Don't judge people. Don't go out there talking about people. Just because you see somebody else talking about somebody, you don't join into that conversation and help talk about people. That's what he don't like either. He don't want you joining in and gossiping about people. He don't want you to do that. He don't want his people to do that. And that's what he choose. He know that when he teach his people to love people for who they are and don't go out there criticizing and joining in the conversations and talking about people and all of that. He don't do that. And that's the way he want his people to do. That's why he choose people that he know that they're going to follow him into quarter to his ways and how he want things to go. That's my Father. That's how he is. He loves all of his people. But he just want people to love people regardless of who they are. He just want people to love people regardless of who they is, not what you see on the outside. Love them for what you see in the inside, because ain't nobody perfect, in God's eyes. Ain't nobody perfect. Only God is perfect. He's perfect. But we is not perfect. And he want us to love people for who they are. Not sit back and down people, talk about people, and criticize people and throw stones at people. No. That's not how God is. And that's not how he want his people to be. He want us to love everybody. So when we go out there in that world and we help people, regardless of how they look or whatever, love them, help them, regardless. Help them and love them for who they is, regardless of what they go through. And that's how my Father is. That's how he is. He wants us to love people for who they is. And don't judge people and don't talk about people. Help people. Just like he helped people. That's how he want his people to be. So that's how my Father is. That's how he choose people from the heart. What's in their heart. And how they care about people. And how they love people. That's who he choose. So that's what I wanted to talk to y'all about my Father. He don't just choose anybody and to help him. He choose people from their heart. And he don't choose them because they got money. He don't choose them because they poor. He choose them for what's in their heart and what they're gonna do for him by following his ways. And long as you follow God's ways, things gonna go right in your life as long as you follow his ways and don't be out there judging and talking and putting people down. Follow his ways. That's what he wants everybody to do, to follow his ways. Love everybody for who they is, not for what they look like. Love them for who they is. So this is what he wanted me to talk about. Thank y'all. This is what I wanted to talk about my father. So thank y'all for listening to me. Jesus love you, Father love you, the Holy Ghost, the angels, the ancestors, and I love y'all. And I will be back to talk to y'all again soon. Y'all have a good day and a blessed day.